So in this video I'm finally getting around to making a frame for the photograph that I took of my Uncle Pete. So here's the photograph here, it's printed A3 size. So I'm thinking that I want a slim moulding, not too big. I'm not going to use a mount either, so I quite like the edges of the film there, to include that as part of the picture. So let's get into it. So here we go, I've just pulled this down from my stock. I think I will paint it black, but it's white at the minute, so I'll have to sand it down and paint it black. But that's quite a thin piece, not too bulky to distract from the picture. So the first thing I've got to do is cut this to size, so we need 4 pieces. This is the bit that is the trickiest to get a nice cut on there, but luckily I've got one of these Morso cutting machines, so that's going to make life a lot easier. Not too bad, I can clean that up. Okay, so that's my first measurement, so 42.1, so let's say 42.5, just under that. 2 pieces, and then we'll do the short side. So I've got my 2 long edges cut, it's time to cut the shorter edges. So that's one of the short edges done. And hopefully that's about right, with a little bit of wiggle room, or a lot of wiggle room. Okay, so I've got all my pieces cut for the frame. The next thing I've got to do is get them stuck together using a tabber and some wood glue, and using one of these right here. This is a tricky bit and can go wrong, so wish me luck. So I'm just going to use a little bit of Gorilla Glue, wood glue first, lollipop stick, apply a little bit to the ends, and then use the staple to fasten them together. That's better. Yeah, happy with that. So there we have it, frame complete. Obviously it'll need to dry, but let's just see how it looks for size. So here we are, moment of truth. Yeah, not bad, a little bit of play, that's okay, we need that for the glass, that's fine, I'm happy with that. Speaking of glass, the next thing we'll do is cut glass, which is again quite tricky. Okay, glass cutting. I've only done this a few times, handful of times, and not always successfully. But I've got my cutting pen, and this one is filled with not oil, well, lamp oil, or like kerosene. I find that works really well. Let's just test it, make sure it's wet. Yep, it was wet. Just it there, okay. First things first is mark out. I'm going to use this scrap piece I used to make the frames, the moulding, cut the moulding. one cut done. There we go. So, moment of truth, moulding is drying, glass is cut, so let's see if it fits. Whoa. Look at that, absolutely perfect. Tiny bit of wiggle room, which is what you want really. Awesome. So that's the first part of the frame build done. Next I'm going to leave the moulding frame dry so it's nice and strong, sand it down a bit, and then I'm going to paint it black, so I think that'll just look nicer. But yeah, first step was a success, glass is a nice size and it's ready to go. Okay, that's all sanded. I'm just going to give it a hoover now, just get rid of that dust, and then it's ready for painting. So the paint I'm using is just an interior matte wood paint. I think it's called Downing Street actually. It's a little bit old actually, so hopefully it'll be okay. Okay, first coat of paint is done. There you are. Just leave that dry, and then another 2 coats I think. Okay, third coat of paint is done. Just going to let that dry, and then while that's drying I'm going to clean the glass. So one thing I did forget to do is I need a piece of mount board just to go on the back of the frame. Let's get the photograph under the glass. Okay, so I'm going to drop the picture in now. There it is, nice fit. That's a little bit tight, but that'll be okay. So that's just card. Right, so I'm going to use one of these tabbers to secure the back in, and then just put a string on it. So next step is to use some tape on the back just to stop any dust getting inside, and then we'll put the string on. Okay, that's the frame complete. Let's have a look. Okay, so that's it, frame complete. I think it's looking great, and I'm sure my uncle's going to like it too. Please like this video and subscribe if you like this sort of content, and see you in the next one.